Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am the Channeling Goddess. Today we will be doing a general reading about what it is that you need to know at this time. I have two piles today. First pile is card number 10, Soul Star Chakra, Merging with the Divine. Pile number 2 is Sun, Spirit number 1 card. Now before we get started with this reading, make sure that you take 3 mindful deep breaths. It just helps you get in sync with the reading, but also gives you some insight into the messages that you will be receiving. So make sure that when you inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 3, and exhale for 5 to 6 seconds. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get started with pile number 1. All right, pile number 1, you have Soul Star Chakra, Merging with the Divine. So for this particular card, I am getting the message of being more open, but not, I would say this is more third eye opening. This may even be more so the crown is what I'm hearing. So you may have been having some headaches at the top of your head recently. Maybe you've been getting some downloads and you don't quite understand what that's coming from. And I just saw 111 on the clock here. So maybe that is a message for someone here and maybe it resonates with you. But anyway, I am also going to read this one from the book just because I want to get clear messages for these cards. And these are relatively new, so I want to make sure that I can give clear and concise messages. We'll also tap into the energy of the collective that is around me, and we'll get started. So let me find this one in the book. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this card says, Merging with the Divine, Transcendence, Letting Go, Being Filled with Divine Light, Channeling Karmic Records, the bridge between the spiritual and the physical realms, Ascension. This image captures the merging of time beyond space and kaleidoscope wisdom that penetrates our being. We have lived in many worlds, all interconnected. They uphold the lessons they carry as messages of transformation. Their synergy creates the expansion of the universe. Gaze into the place where the light between our stardust can become anything, and collective evolution is part of the grander story. When we simply let go, we become all that we have been seeking and glimpses the greater dream. Okay? So I think that this may be Spirit's way of calling you into a more divine purpose, more into alignment. Maybe you've felt out of alignment with whatever is happening in your life, and I will tell you that even when it doesn't feel right, you're still in alignment. Sometimes what we would consider being out of alignment is alignment, right? You're exactly where you're supposed to be. But Spirit maybe is giving you this message because maybe you've been feeling out of sorts. Maybe you've been wanting to tap into something else. Maybe you've been asking some questions that are a little bit harder to answer and you haven't quite got those answers that you've been looking for. Spirit is saying patience is key with this, because whatever this is, like this card talks about the rainbow. It's actually the colors that are associated with this card is the rainbow. So maybe you've recently seen a rainbow. And I'm also seeing there's a card in one of my decks called the Happy Family card. It has like a rainbow over the top and a family in the picture as well. And so maybe this has a lot to do with your family as well. But anyway, I'm seeing that, divine you may be transcending into something that's a little bit, maybe even outside of your comfort zone, right? Maybe it's something new that you haven't done before. But Spirit is saying you are in alignment. You are being guided to this path. We wouldn't put you here if you were not ready. And for those of you, because, not every message is going to resonate with everyone, but for those of you that you are reaching out to Spirit or reaching out to the universe or reaching within yourself, right? And you're asking those questions and those questions have not been answered. Spirit is saying, I have not abandoned you. I am here. I am around. Sometimes those answers have to be delayed until you're ready for them. And when you're ready, those answers will come to you. Okay. Now I am going to take some time and channel the collective energy that is around me. You may hear me humming. There may be some extended pauses in this video, so please just bear with me. If you did not hear the intro, I'll repeat it again. Make sure that you take 3 mindful deep breaths. It just helps you get in sync with the reading. And it can also help me tap into your energy in the collective. Okay. Alrighty, so we'll get started. Okay, I just heard a Bible verse. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. So maybe some of you have been tapping into, or not, I want to say tapping, maybe you're understanding now more so than ever that that force that you've been looking for outside of yourself is actually within you. So you don't have to look outside for what you're actually looking for. It's already in you, right? I'm getting an image of removing rose-colored glasses. So maybe you're seeing something clearly for the first time. Now, this doesn't always have to be in a spiritual realm. This could be, in the physical realm. Maybe someone just told you something, and maybe you've been hearing this thing for years, and for the first time in your life, you're hearing it with different ears and you're seeing it with different eyes. Okay. Someone here is getting married soon. Congratulations. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of Bible verses. Come as you are. Okay, some of you feel like you need to be in a specific space to do a specific thing. Maybe you are applying for a job and you don't think you're quite qualified for that job. But Spirit is saying, step into this. Come as you are, right? Come into this space, right? If you are here, it's because you're meant to be here, okay? Okay, I just heard ground your energy and breathe. Maybe some of you in here need to step outside and put your feet in the grass. Yeah, my feet just started tingling. Okay, maybe some of you need to step outside and put your feet in the grass and just ground yourself, be one with the earth. Even if you can only do it for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, it doesn't matter. It's going to be key that you do this for yourself, okay? Okay, abundance is all around you. You just have to be willing to see it. Yeah, and I'm seeing the rainbow in the card as well. Always associate rainbows with prosperity and the end of a cycle. So maybe some of you are going through the end of a cycle and you are kind of standing at the edge of the end and you're wondering, okay, where do I go from here? Maybe you're standing at the precipice of a new beginning and you're a little bit afraid because you're wondering if you are in alignment. Spirit is saying you are, okay? Okay, that's all the messages I have, the channel messages that I have. So let's get you some cards. I'm going to shuffle from this deck right here. What's this here? Okay, let's get you some cards. Spirit, what does pile number 1 need to hear right now? Sorry if you have earphones on, I should have said that. I am shuffling the cards. If you have any questions in mind, hold those questions. Maybe it'll come through in the card, or maybe we'll get an answer for you, okay? Let's see. Spirit, what messages do you have? A pile number 1? Okay, that was quick. Thank you. Ooh, Angel of Love. I just saw the divorce card in my head as well. So, okay, maybe some of you are going through a divorce. Envy. Let's get you one more card. Oh, that is quick, Spirit. Okay. Alrighty. We're going to go with this one. Oh, wait. There's too many cards. Get you another one. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, and it came out again, so it must have been meant to be your card. Anxiety is your 3rd card. We'll move these over so you can see them all. Bottom deck energy is action. So I literally just heard take action, okay? Alrighty, so let's get started. First card is the Angel of Love. Now, when this card first came out, I just had this feeling of somebody who feels like they have lost a love. Like if you look at this card, like look at her face, she doesn't really look happy to me. And I know that this is, supposedly a happy card. And I think in a lot of occasions it is, but it doesn't feel like that to me. Maybe you feel like you've lost a love, and it doesn't necessarily have to be with a sexual partner. This could be from a child. This could be you lost the love of a parent or something like that. And maybe you're going through this place where you've had to give up some things and you've had to let some things go, and you're wondering like, okay, am I on the right path? Like, should I have done this? Maybe I shouldn't have did this. Maybe I should have, kept going. Maybe you were in an unhealthy situation and you've been trying to decide if you should have continued. Spirit is saying that you're being supported by the angel of love, right? You are surrounded. You can never really lose love, right? You can lose people, but you can't you lose love, because love is already inside of you. Okay, so for someone in here, if you are going through a divorce, if you are going through a rough time, I am sending you so much love and support, because I know that cannot be easy. Okay, but you are surrounded by love, right, in the spiritual realm, but also here in the physical realm. Okay. All right, and then we have the card Envy. Now, you could be looking at what you lost and seeing what someone else has and been saying to yourself, well, if I had been that person, or why can't I have what they have? Why can't I be where they are? Why can't I do the things that they do? And Spirit is saying, let go of that envy that's within your heart, right? Unless, I know there's such thing as, I think it's called godly envy. Spirit is saying that there is so much love for you, and it does not have to come in this particular package, right? Maybe the package you're looking at, you're saying to yourself, I want that, right? But you don't know what that person had to go through to get to that spot that they're in, and you actually don't know what they're dealing with right now. Sometimes what we perceive on the outside is not always the truth. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're looking at other people, and you're looking at their situation. Spirit is saying that you are being guided to create your own envy within yourself, right? And what I mean by that is create your own, like you have an empty canvas, right? Spirit is saying create your own narrative. Spirit is saying you have the power to write your own book. You don't have to be envious of others. You can write your own book and make it the way you want it to be. Okay, now when I got this first card, Angel's Love, I talked about it earlier. Like, I felt like it didn't feel like normally it's a very happy card, but it felt painful for some reason. Like, I could feel it in my chest. And I'm not surprised that this anxiety card came out, and it came out twice. The first time it came out with too many cards, and I usually like to pull one card at a time. But this one came out, and it came out twice, so it's definitely meant for you. So someone in this pile may be, like I said, talked about earlier, where you're wondering if you're in alignment. You're full of anxiety right now, and Spirit is saying that everything that you are going through right now, it is specifically for this reason, right? We would not put you here if we didn't think you were ready, right? So let go of this pretend storm that's not even nowhere near you, right? It's so far away from you, right? But you're freaking out about a storm that has not even touched you yet. Spirit is saying that you are protected, right? That we have your back. There is nothing that could go wrong. Even the things that you may perceive as going wrong, they're not going wrong. They're actually in alignment. What is in alignment with what is needed to happen at this time. Okay, so let go of that anxiety. And I wonder if that's what I'm feeling in my chest, because I feel like this heaviness in my chest. Maybe you feel anxious, and like I talked about, maybe you're at the end of a cycle and you're going into something new. This could be a new job, this could be a new relationship, this could be you trying a new hobby, right? Spirit is saying that the anxiousness in a way is kind of letting you know you're alive, but don't sit in that anxiousness. Don't live in it, right? Acknowledge the anxiety, because it is real. Okay, acknowledge the anxiety, but don't sit in it. Okay, Spirit wants you to take that anxiety that you feel and put it into action, which is your bottom deck energy, right? Spirit is saying move forward, right? Move into this green field that we've created for you. We've created an open space for you to run free, right? And it may be a new field that you've never been into before. You've never seen this field before, so maybe that's part of your anxiety. But Spirit is saying tap into this. This is for you, right? This action, you need to take this action. This is what you need to do in order to move out of this pressure and this anxiety that you've been feeling, in this space of like, okay, I don't know if I should do this. Spirit is saying you have to take the first step, right? If you'll never know if you don't try, right? And also I want to point out 7 + 1 is 8. This is the year of 8. So keep that in mind. This is definitely the year for you to take action, even if you are worried, even if you're saying to yourself, I don't know how this is going to turn out. Like it sounds like a good idea, but what about this, and what about that, and what about that? And Spirit is saying, maybe you've been saying to yourself, well, what if this goes wrong, and what if this goes wrong? Spirit is saying turn that around. What if it goes right? What if it's perfect? What if it's everything that you thought it would be and more, right? But you'll never know if you don't take that step, okay? Let's get you one last card. Let's see what we got. Sorry if you have earphones on. I am going to shuffle. Okay, let's see what we got. Get you one final message from Spirit. Just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. And I just heard your abundance. Your abundance is all around you. So maybe you're wondering, right? Maybe you've been saying to yourself, I need this and I need that. And the Spirit is saying abundance is all around you. You just have to be willing to open your eyes and see it, right? Even air itself, like I know a lot of us, we don't think about that. But even just being able to breathe. And you can walk outside and take a deep breath. Air is in abundance, okay? Let's get you one last card. Okay, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Okay, so someone in here may be part of the reasons why you have an issue with doing what you want to do. Or taking this first step is maybe, like I think I said this earlier, you may be thinking it's weird, or what are people gonna think? And Spirit is saying that is not for you to decide. Stop micromanaging the universe, okay? This is not for you to decide. You have to take this first step. You have to take this leap and face your true north, right? And something about the wording, not turn to your true north, face your true north, right? And there's something about being in a situation and seeing it and understanding it, but there's a whole different situation. It's a whole different scenario when you're facing something. A lot of times when we're facing something, it's not often something that we want to deal with. So maybe for someone in this pile, maybe you're afraid of what this could be for you, right? Maybe you have fear of your own power, and Spirit is saying that your power is what makes you unique. Your power is what makes you you. Your power is what makes you awesome, right? So if you don't face this, if you don't face this part of yourself, it's just going to keep happening, right? You're going to keep being put in situations where you have to face it. So I would advise you, face it now, because it may be harder to face it. Let's say you could say, I can't do it. I can't do it right now. I can't do it right now, right? And then in 2 years, it comes right back up and you got to face it again. But this time it's harder. Spirit is saying, take the anxiety out of it, right? Or in this case, maybe you should let the anxiety fuel you, right? And move into this new place, right? Move into whatever this is. If it's you're worried about going to a new country, or you want to explore, or you want to move into this new house, or whatever the case may be, there's a lot of fear there. And Spirit is saying, let that fear in there, that anxiety, fuel you into the place that you need to be, okay? So that is all that I have for pile number 1. Please make sure that you like and share and subscribe to the video, and I will see you next time in my next one. Bye. All right, we have pile number 2. Your card is Sun 1, the number 1 card, so it's Sun Spirit, right? Now, one thing about this deck, whenever this card comes out, it always talks about I think specifically in this deck, when you pull other cards around it, it says whatever those other cards say, the Sun card gives an enhancement of what is happening, right? So maybe you're enhancing your life. Maybe there's an abundance coming into your life. Maybe you're starting something new. 1 is like the beginning for me. So maybe you're in the midst of transitioning into something new, into something more exciting. Maybe you're transitioning into a place of blessings, a place of honor for yourself. I feel some excitement, but also nervousness. I feel some excitement and nervousness with this card. So maybe that's, you stepping into this power, or stepping into this new beginning. And it also feels, you may even be coming from pile number 1, because I got the anxious card in there. There's a little bit of anxiousness here, not a whole lot. There's more excitement than anything, but there is some anxiousness here, okay? So let me tap into the energy of this card, as well as the energy of the collective. Like I always tell you, you may hear me pause, you may hear me hum as well. It's just my way of tapping into the energy that is around me, okay? Before you get started, make sure that you take 3 mindful deep breaths. Inhale for 4, hold for 3 seconds, and exhale for 5 to 6 seconds, okay? So let's get started. Okay, yep. As soon as I closed my eyes, the first thing I heard was abundance is all around you. So you definitely might have came from pile 1, okay? Be blessed and fruitful and multiply. So I don't know if someone in here is pregnant or you're thinking about getting pregnant. If you are pregnant, congratulations. If you are thinking about getting pregnant, you've been wondering, should you go down this path? Spirit is saying you are supported, whatever path that you choose, but you are supported if this is something you've been wanting to do, okay? For those that does not resonate with, maybe you are in the place of birthing something new, and Spirit is saying you are supported in this path. Some of you in here, you were given an option, and it may not have been spoken to you, but Spirit gave you an option to go in any direction. Spirit was essentially saying you choose and we'll follow, in a way, right? So that's pretty powerful, okay? Open yourself up to abundance and love. It's all around you, okay? Okay. Patience. Okay, so I just saw the patience card. Patience is key with whatever this is that you're dealing with, whatever it is that you're going through. Patience is going to be key for you. So take your time. If it doesn't happen as fast as you want it to, it doesn't mean that it's not coming. This is already yours. It is already in your energy. It's already in your aura. So there's no way for it not to be yours, right? What has been ordained for you will be for you no matter what anybody says, okay? Okay, Spirit has been trying to reach out to someone specifically here. If you've been seeing butterflies, if there's been like your lights have been flickering, because I keep seeing lights flickering, that's Spirit's way of trying to get your attention. So make sure, pay attention to your thoughts when things like that happen. You may also be seeing angel numbers, so pay attention to your thoughts. Seriously, like Spirit is really trying to reach out to you and get a message across to you, okay? Okay, I just heard spend time in prayer. For those of you that don't necessarily resonate with prayer, you can consider it like meditation. So Spirit is saying we need you to spend time in stillness. Yeah, Spirit is showing me an empty room. So maybe you need to be in a place where you're alone so that Spirit can reach you, okay? You got this. So I don't know if somebody's going out for a job. If you're interviewing for a job, Spirit said you got this. It's already yours. Okay. All right, pile number 2. That's all the messages, the channel messages that I have. Let's get you some cards. What do we want to choose? I'll choose this deck. Pile number 2, Spirit. What messages do you have for pile number 2, Spirit? Okay, I just heard, what is it? Singing in the Rain. I don't know if somebody was listening to that, or that's one of your favorite songs, but I just heard it. Okay, what messages do you have for pile number 2, Spirit? Pile number 2. Okay, thank you, Spirit. First card is 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. It's one of my angels, so working on speaking. Ooh, I just heard your voice is going to be powerful. Okay. Door to Spirit is card number 2. Let's get you one last card. Last card, please, Spirit. Okay, this is a specific message. Someone in here was either outside in the rain. You had your hands up in the rain. Maybe you're crying because the card that just came out was Broken Heart. bottom deck energy is first chakra, Archangel Michael. Alrighty. Let's dive into your messages. Okay, so I think I said this earlier, that your voice is going to be powerful. Now, for someone in here, I don't know if this just recently happened or this happened when you were a kid or all your life or whatever. It feels like someone silenced you. You're silenced, and now you're afraid to speak. You've been afraid to speak for quite some time, and Archangel Gabriel is coming in to help you open up your throat chakra. Okay, this is one of the one of the abundance, the great things that's coming to you. So the abundance is coming into your life. Part of that is being able to speak your truth, to speak up for yourself, to be honest with yourself. This doesn't necessarily feel like, you know, someone else. This feels like you need to be honest with yourself. You need to speak truth and life into yourself. And Archangel Gabriel is coming in to help you do that. Okay. It is part of your abundance. It is part of you moving into your purposes. Like, I don't think that there's only one purpose in life. I think there's several. But speaking is definitely going to be a big part of that for you. And for somebody in here, I just heard you say, not me. Spirit is saying, yes, you. So some of you may not necessarily want to be in a public eye, or you know, be on a platform where you're speaking all the time. Maybe you don't like your voice. Maybe you are, you know, naturally shy. I can resonate with that. But Spirit is saying that this is definitely meant for you. Your voice is going to be powerful. Your voice is going to change lives, not just your own, but the lives of your children, the lives of family members, the lives of people that come in contact with you. Okay, so try and do some research on Archangel Gabriel. I think it will really help to understand a little bit about him, but also do some research on the throat chakra. Okay. Second card is door to Spirit. So Spirit is saying that they are, and I just heard Akashic Records, so I don't know if someone here has been trying to get into the Akashic Records. Spirit is saying that during, and I just heard the dream world, so maybe you've been trying to go there when you're sleeping, or you could even be meditating, but I specifically just like saw dream world. So maybe during this dream time, Spirit is going to protect you and guide you while you're going to search in these Akashic records. I think there's a lot of things that the human eye is not ready to see, or I won't say the human eye, the human brain is not ready to conceive and be able to understand. But Spirit is saying they are going to guide you through this journey. And I just saw the journey card in my head. So Spirit is saying we're going to guide you through this journey. We're going to make sure that you're okay. We are putting you in a place where you can understand the things that you're reading. Okay, so some of you may have already tapped into the Akashic Records, but Spirit is saying we're going to put you in a place where you can understand what you're reading. Okay, now for those of you that does not resonate with, maybe you're being visited by loved ones who've passed on, and maybe you've been having dreams about them lately. Pay attention to your dreams. There's a sign in those dreams. It means something. Okay, so if you do like me, maybe when you wake up that next morning, write down your dreams and pay attention to things that stand out to you. If there are animals, look up what those animals mean spiritually. It may just help you. Maybe you may see a previous passed on pet that you had, but Spirit is definitely opening a door and guiding you and being with you. Also, for some reason, these little small specks here, they remind me of like Spirit. So maybe you're actually, like I said, tapping into those who have moved on. Okay, now one of the things, because I can't get away from this sun card talking about blessing, one of the things that's coming for you is the mending of a broken heart. So someone in here, your heart may have recently been broken, whether it be by family members or job or whatever the case may be. Spirit is mending your heart, right? That's one of the blessings that's coming for you. It is going to take time, okay? But Spirit is saying that we are here for you. We are around you. And also maybe Another reason why Archangel Gabriel came out for you is because you're going to need to almost, in a way, speak healing into your own life. And maybe for someone in here, this is very specific, maybe the reason why you're going through this is because you need to know that you can speak life into your own self. You can speak healing into your own self so that you can do it for others, so that you can show others how to do this themselves, right? And that's why your voice is going to be so powerful, okay? So don't think that you're going through this particular situation for nothing. You're going through this situation for a reason, okay? And then your bottom deck energy was Archangel Michael. And this is the root chakra. So there's a lot of stability that is, you're being supported during this time, right? You're being supported through this difficult situation that you're going through. Spirit has your back in this. Spirit is saying that you are supported. We have your back. Even though what you need to do is probably not going to be the easiest thing that you've ever done or the easiest thing that you've dealt with, Spirit is saying that we are here specifically to support you. We're here to have your back, right? And Archangel Michael is here to protect you and give you a sense of stability. This also could be referring to if your financial situation is not what you would like it to be. There is stability coming for you, right? And it's coming to you very, very soon. And I think today is March 5th. I just noticed 3-5. So maybe something is going to happen for you today that's just going to stand out for you and it's going to be important for you. But Spirit is saying that stability is coming to you. And stability doesn't always have to be financial, right? It could be you feel stability in love. You feel stability in your work, right? Whatever the case may be, Spirit is bringing instability into your life, okay? Let's get you one last card. I shuffled these cards already, so let's just get one. Okay. Your final card is Mother of Life, Nourishment of the Golden Grain Mother. So I'm actually going to read this one from the book. It's one of my newest ones. So let me pull this out of the book for you. Okay. It says, Mother, let me hold it up so you can see it. Mother of life, nourishment of the golden grain mother. We can sometimes fall into existing and doing rather than truly living. We only know that this has happened when suddenly our life seems dry, depleted, filled with tasks, or it feels like we are stuck in a rut or a habit that may have been comfortable but is becoming stifling and suppressing. Isis, the mother of life, holds the ability to restore even the most non-resistant and difficult circumstances and people back into life. She calls to you now, seeking to bestow gifts of life upon you. Be bold and brave, open your arms and receive it. Okay, so for somebody in here, what I talked about here, the broken heart, another word that's associated with this card specifically is restoration, right? So maybe this is your way of feeling restored, and maybe you resonate with the goddess Isis, or Osiris, I think is another name for her. But you are being restored, right? Maybe you've been in a place of stagnancy, right? And this sun in Spirit is a new birth for you, right? Maybe you're coming out of a dark period and Spirit is saying that we are here to support you. We are here to guide you on this path. We are here to make sure that you are okay. We are here to restore you. The reason why you are doing this anyway is so that you can be guided back to yourself, right? Guided back to who you once were, or who you once thought you were. And that's key, right? Because a lot of times we live in this place where we're like, well, I was this all my life and I was this all my life. And then sometimes we're in a situation where we have to really face that you were never this thing that you thought you were, right? You assumed you were this thing, but you were never actually this thing. And it's not a bad thing, right? But a lot of times we just need to be honest with ourselves, and some of that can happen when we are being restored, right? When we are coming back to a place of oneness. And a lot of times restoration doesn't necessarily mean what we think it means sometimes in a spirit, like in a physical realm. We're like, well, you're saying that I wasn't that person before, but you're also saying I'm being restored. You're being restored back to what you were maybe before you came into this reincarnation, right? If you believe in that, you're being restored to what you were before, that mindset that you have, the reason you chose to come back into this life. You're being restored to that so that you can do what you came here to do. And I think I talked about that. I can't believe, I don't remember if it was this pile or the last pile, but there are several purposes, right? And I think that you are tapping into that purpose, and part of that is going to have a lot to do with your voice. And that's why this stability is coming into your life. This is a blessing for you. That stability is coming in so that you can feel more comfortable when you are restored to speak the truth that is around you and speak the truth that is within you, okay? So that is all I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for coming to this reading and allowing me to tap into your energy. Please make sure that you leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time in my next video. Bye.